And introducing first the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 28 years old. He stands at 189 centimeters tall. He has a professional record of 3 wins, 2 losses. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Tabondon, CARLO VROLIJKEN. And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is 36 years old. He stands at 185 centimeters tall. He has a professional record of 6 wins, 4 losses. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Team Honey Badgers, the Boogeyman, Wally. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Tariq Khan.
Okay, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves now, step back.
Both with a good collection of different skills. The way those skills are put together in each individual is going to vary, and that's what's going to make the fight interesting.
Judge, fight, are you ready? Ready? Round 1, let's fight.
First fight of LFL21. 3 rounds of 5 minutes.
Wally pushing forward, but Carlo lands the first right hand from southpaw.
I like the level change.
Did not take long for the takedown attempt to come in.
I also like what I saw when Western came towards VROLIJKEN, the way he moved out of the way of the power.
Just kind of floated away. Now switches to orthodox stance.
Pressure coming in from Wester here.
Oh, there's the power. Nice level change.
And he's in behind.
Very smooth by VROLIJKEN.
He's got the body lock, looking for his takedown. Oh, gorgeous.
That entry into the body lock and then the switch onto the hip now, riding his hip.
Effortless.
Smooth. Looks like a kid has been doing judo his whole life.
Who would have thought?
Keep your fingers out of the cage.
But good work from Wester springing back up there, just not accepting the position.
But to Stefan's point, getting into the body lock and then to the back comes a lot easier when you naturally are moving away from the danger and then entering at your leisure, which is what he did.
Man, I love the way he transitions from takedown to takedown. He's not afraid to let go and open his hands when he's got the clinch. Oh, good knee
from Wester.
Power there.
Jiggle a couple of teeth.
VROLIJKEN felt that.
I think he's hurt, man. The way he's moving.
This could be, oh yeah, he's looking a little wobbly, hands down.
Oh.
He was dropping down to enter, and Wally fired a knee or a shin up the middle, but he caught it. This will give him a bit of time. He just wants to not rush.
Oh, there's the power.
He wanted to drop and enter, but instead he dropped and invited.
Western goes to the back now.
VROLIJKEN looks a little like he's suffering a bit. He gave up that total position pretty quickly.
It goes back to a knee that he absorbed a good minute plus ago from the standing position.
We don't see a lot of damage, so you can assume it was a lot of impact for VROLIJKEN.
Yeah, that feeling that you can't see straight and something is off in the way that you're interpreting everything, that's what it appeared he was feeling.
And VROLIJKEN seems just chill to sit down here and maybe grasp a little bit of recovery.
Not a bad place to be. And he's still young, but you need to have the self-assessment to realize that when you're
Wester, a shake of the head, which maybe slightly ironic. Looks a bit shaken himself.
I was going to say you want to have the ability to know that you're not shook anymore, but just at that point that he might have known it, he ate another one.
Nice right there.
Yeah. It's a little jumpy now. Yeah. I like the way he was moving when the fight started, but
easier to do when you're calm, right?
Yep.
Easier to do the right things before, you've been neurologically affected.
Wester is walking him down here, cutting off the escape angles. There's a little bit, like Stefan said, a little bit of anxiety of the way VROLIJKEN is moving and gets reversed.
Wally Wester, we're seeing it through VROLIJKEN's perspective for a few minutes there, but if looking at it through Wally's, man, he's patiently taking this guy apart. He's patiently shoehorned him into a nice position, kneed him up the middle, hit him a couple of times, stalked him, and now he's on top of him with 1:30 seconds left. Wally Wester's got to be real happy with how it's going.
It's got to give him a lot of confidence to be in this position, stop the takedown. Not just stop the takedown, but immediately go into a position like this.
Yep.
Big knee from Wester there as well.
Watch Wester's right hand here.
Wester is almost terminated here. Just
right there. Yeah, and then he
found a home with the jab.
Yeah, the overhand right didn't get there, but the jab just pierced the guard.
This takes a lot of energy out of VROLIJKEN, the way he's moving right now, because there's constant pressure from Wester on him, and
yeah, it just rips him up.
Yeah, there's not a single moment where VROLIJKEN can relax.
No. And Wester is all just running a middle distance run, you know? He's neither sprinting nor jogging. He's kind of keeping at that middle distance intensity.
Good job done by Wester to put his head underneath the chin of VROLIJKEN. Create distance, and now he's back to where he wants to be. Looking for the big bombs.
There's been a number of things that Wester has done extraordinarily well, but one of them is just strike with a southpaw. He's just had a really comfortable, maybe he's got extra training partners, just a lot of experience, but he's super comfortable striking against the southpaw. Now he's switched back to orthodox.
VROLIJKEN's got to be careful. Every single shot he throws, his chin goes up. So he steps in with his punch, but then his chin goes up. Pretty sure that's what Wester's corner is going to tell him now. Throw the overhand.
Yep, the right hand. When you get VROLIJKEN moving to VROLIJKEN's left, you fire the right hand on him. It's there for sure. And when he's going the other direction, maybe a low kick, right? Picture, when you see this lineup, imagine that Wester has lights coming out of the car. The lights widen the further away that you get, and you use weapons to keep him in those headlights.
And he's done a great job on the...
Yes, he has. See, right here, look. He's staying in the headlights, right?
He has made CARLO VROLIJKEN use a lot of energy in that first round, pressuring him. And every single time he went for a takedown, he ended up underneath him. So every single time you go for a takedown, you want to get to a position where you can, bear the fruits of your work, but he hasn't been able to do that. He just spent energy trying to go for the takedowns, and he got punished after that.
Yeah. Instead of eating fruit, you're eating...
Round two, let's fight. Big fists.
Yeah.
Fruit fists.
Knuckle sandwiches.
He had a really nice 1-1-2, Wester, in the first round. I think he's going to do the same thing any minute now. I like the left kicks from VROLIJKEN.
Yes. So we go back to that analogy. Imagine there's car headlights sticking out of the gloves, right? And you keep them in those headlights. See? Headlights in front of him.
Wester's going to time that. He's going to time the jab, and he's going to come over the top.
And when a man has his back to the cage, you just keep him in front of you there.
Nice right.
Now he also
again, VROLIJKEN looking a bit wobbly on those legs.
He's throwing his right hand through the middle the entire time so far. Good movement there.
There's a lot of... VROLIJKEN isn't landing out at this range, but he's not getting hit either. And so what you can do with that is get Wally Wester to become aggressive, and you use that to take him down. So see out at this range, not really landing any of this flashy stuff, but he's not up there. There he lands something. He's not absorbing anything out here either, right? It's a better place for VROLIJKEN.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be shooting for as many takedowns out, and then wait for his
He's got him down.
Kind of the goal.
Good scramble.
Is you stay at the distance to make your man pursue you, which will make the takedown come easier, perhaps. And in that case, it did, but it was only for a moment.
Wester again, very good at springing up and defending.
Yeah, pressure.
Accepting the takedown.
Pressure in the hands of VROLIJKEN. try to create distance, try to create some openings to spin and get back to the underhooks. But Vroliken is doing a good job. Keep him up against the fence now, where he's safe.
He was able to take him down from this position, body lock, rear body lock position, earlier in round 1. But Wester is just, he's physically rugged. His balance and base is really good.
Yeah, one shot really changed the momentum of the fight because he landed that beautiful takedown, as you said, Robin, and the way he maneuvered himself in a position to
keep your fingers out of the cage
takedown was beautiful. But after that, after he got hit with that big shot, we haven't seen that smoothness anymore.
Yeah. And sometimes it's your mental response to being hit. You're too jumpy, you're too aggressive, and other times it's neurological. Your body doesn't work the way that it worked before that knee. You know, often audiences at home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a good moment for him, and he wants to settle here. Often audiences at home won't realize that or take it into account. They're like, why isn't this guy doing X? Well, he can't. His body and brain isn't working properly. Right?
Trying to get his leg free. Shoulder pressure, and he's trying to move in the
man there. He's still got over a minute and a half to work from here. Vroliken, a BJJ purple belt and judo black belt. This should be his world.
Yeah. It's been a tough 8.5 minutes to get here.
Oh.
But we're here now.
Slipped off. He was trying to take the back, but Wester was able to turn back.
And Wester's recovered half guard. Not a bad place to be in.
Better than he was, for sure.
You see a lot of MMA strikers now really enjoying half guard, being able to lock that leg down, and then just unleash some shots. But Wester's doing a good job in stopping Vroliken from doing that.
Covering the mouth of Wester, trying to annoy him, trying to get a reaction out of him, so he's able to move into a better position or potentially lock up the head and arm. Oh, a couple good elbows there from Vroliken.
Watch the back of the head.
Careful on the back of the head, though. Maybe that's what the ref was saying.
Much closer first half of round 2, and then, you know, it's been Vroliken in the second half of round 2. So a complete complexion change to this fight now.
Trying to take the back again. He's got
good work from Wester, though. Oh,
so he sneaks the other arm through.
But not got quite the angle by the looks of it. Readjusts, and Vroliken is searching for it. It's more of a crank. He's lost.
15 seconds. He wants to do as much damage as he can now.
No, looks like he's still going for the choke.
They'll want to tell him time. He'll hear the 10 seconds and realize damage is probably a better choice.
Stop!
And this fight, I think, is going to go down to the third and final round.
100%.
Arguably, Wester won the first round, but Vroliken, as soon as he got Wester to the ground in that second round, he put the hurt on him. And Wester, at the minute, looks like he's feeling it a little bit, Robin.
Yeah, whether that is fatigue or, you know, he's saying he got hit to the back of the head, but
I just said he has to stand up by himself.
It's a completely different dynamic both ways now after round 2. That was the takedown.
A ton of energy.
You want to be careful when you're saying you got hit in the back of the head. And when we're watching it, it's the same. We know what the back of the head is in the regular world. But what is defined as the back of the head in a fight is not the same thing. It's a very slim mohawk that goes up the back. You can hit behind the ear. It's regular world back of the head, but it's not considered the back of the head by the rules.
Here we are getting into our third and final round of this middleweight bout. From our seats, could well be 1-1 going into this. So whoever comes up top in this third and final round between Vroliken and Wester might just have the fight.
Nice front kick there by Vroliken.
Nice right by Wester in the arms.
He wants to get back to that game of just keeping his man in front of him. If his man moves to
nice calf kick.
Your left, hit him with the left weapons. If he moves to your right, hit him with the right weapons.
It's a level change. Can he close his grips? Yes. Body lock for Vroliken. Wester goes to the cage to stay upright.
Wester's been great at defending these clinch positions so far. Yeah. But we'll see what Vrolijken can do.
Vrolijken has learned that first attempt, if it doesn't result in a takedown, it has to result in a positional advantage. So he didn't get the quote, takedown attempt, but he got the entry to join his hands behind him with 2 underhooks, right? There, this position. So he didn't succeed in getting him down, but he succeeded in getting a position of dominance. Now he needs to take that position of dominance and use that to take him down.
And his work and evolving from the first round has been pretty impressive for Vrolijken. He's either been made aware of something, or his corner gave him some very good advice he's taken on board.
Vroliken's got his hands now. Good job by Wester to break his grips.
Lovely defensive clinch work.
They're both going to be somewhat fatigued.
Oh, that's not good for Vrolijken. Wester is in a good position in this first round.
Yeah,
He put some hurt on Vrolijken here.
it's funny how you look at it goes. You said it's not good for Vrolijken, but it's very good for
Wester.
Very good. He could finish it here.
Slicing through.
No attempt for Vrolijken to escape, hip escape, or whatever.
No, the referee's going to look at this. If Wester keeps at it,
Takes the back.
and it's middle of the cage as well. No side wall to work up against.
He gave up his back.
Nice job. Good defense there.
Full reversal.
Yeah, it seemed like he gave up his back on purpose and said, please take my back, because with you on my back, I know how to get on top. And it was a trap. He had a man on top of him, punching and elbowing him. And he offered his neck, which was too good to resist, but he knew exactly what he was doing. He was going to end up on top.
And it makes sense, right? Because he was spending a lot of energy against the fence early in the 3rd round. He wasn't able to take him down. And Vroliken's the kind of guy who, chooses a bad position and find out of it and end up here.
And he has some time to work now, Vrolijken. See what Wester can do to get out of this position.
He's got a butterfly. He was using it very nicely, but yeah. That's how you kill the butterfly. You move that direction of the butterfly.
You
go into full mount, gorgeous transition.
And a 40 on the clock.
Of course you want the finish, but if you can ride out this last minute and a half on top, you will win this fight. You got to assume. And if I'm his corner, I'm telling him that. I'm telling him that we need to stay here. We take the finish and we're trying to get it.
Big shots.
But we don't give up the position to get it.
Wester's reacting, but is it enough? He's giving up his back.
Trying to spin out of it, but he wasn't hip escaping. He wasn't pressuring the legs, pushing the legs of Vrolijken. Trying to make an athletic escape, and he's very athletic, he's very strong, but spending a ton of energy underneath Vrolijken now.
Big elbows coming down, just trying to slice through that guard.
Referee's taking a really good look.
At the minute, Wester is...
he cut him open
he's in a
too.
fly trap. Blood is spurting. This could be it to
Referee's gonna step in.
You should stop this.
This will be it. There we go.
Really nice win for Vrolijken.
What a fight, what a performance. When it looked like at the end of the first round, Vrolijken was done. He came back in resounding form to put a stop to this fight in the 3rd and final round.
Really fun back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
ride.
Said judo fighters rarely disappoint when it comes to entertainment. What a start to LFL21.
Great fight, guys.
Wester showed so much in that fight, his control of the cage, his movement forward, his aggressiveness. But when it got to the ground, especially with Vrolijken on top, there was just a little bit of a gulf of quality there. Here we see one of the takedowns.
Yeah, got reversed.
Stuffed by Wester.
But he offered up his back on purpose there, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He's going to take a reversal from offering his back, and that's where he got on top, and that's where he finished the fight. He was on the bottom mounted, absorbing damage, and he made an offer too good to refuse of his neck, but it was a trap to end up on top himself and smash his way to victory.
Excellent performance from that young man. 28 years old, middleweight. can do a lot of stuff in this LFL cage.
Fighters to the center of the octagon, please.
We'll be getting the results from this fight, the official call, very shortly. The result, of course, we all know.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner due to TKO by way of ground and pound. In the blue corner, CARLO VROLIJKEN.
CARLO VROLIJKEN. Yeah, let's take that thing out of your mouth. Nice to meet you, brother. Great, great fight. The first round, you ate a knee. Yeah, and it really kind of shook you, and it is hard. You survived.
Yeah, it stung. It was not nice. But the second round, my coach got me calm again, and I regained. And the third round, I overcame it.
When, you know, of course it would be great to just come out here and do a jumping spin kick and knock the guy out in 10 seconds. It would be great. But a fight like this makes you a better fighter. It reveals things about yourself.
Yeah, you come in positions where you can quit, but I didn't quit, so that's good.
No, you didn't. It was a very impressive fight. Incredibly tough dude you fought, too.
Ooh, yeah. After the first couple elbows, I was like, and I split him open, and I give more and more, and my elbow still hurt.
Well, listen, man, that was a wonderful fight to kick off the night. Thank anybody you want. It's your moment.
Yeah, I want to thank all the people came out, also the coaches. You know, it's their free weekend too, and they sacrifice all their time for me. I'm really grateful for that. And yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. Your winner, congratulations, sir, CARLO VROLIJKEN.
An excellent performance. I'd love to see him back in the cage. I think the thing that probably impressed me most about VROLIJKEN was it looked like he was on the road to a defeat at the end of that first round, that WESTER had him worked out and he was going to walk him down, takedowns being stuffed, and then some small adjustments, how often he shot, the time he shot those takedowns. He altered, and then that eventually led him to victory.
Yeah, and in the third round, he was in some really bad positions as well.